Kelly, and I'm here with my father. He's a building scientist, general contractor, and a performance contractor. What are we looking at today? What is this?
Well, it says it's Dupont Styrofoam brand. And what it is, it's 1-inch gray board. This is foam board. So we're going to use this foam board a little differently than most people use this. Most people would put this on the outside of the building. We're going to put this on the inside of the building. We're going to put this on the interior side of the exterior walls. And the reason we're going to do that is because this is all steel stud. And because it's steel stud, it will actually stop the conduction. It'll stop the transfer. But that's not why we're doing it. The reason that we're doing this is because we do the net and blow, blown in blanket system. And usually we put up fabric over the walls, we staple it into the wood studs, but our staples don't go into the steel studs. So we got to come up with a different solution. At the same time, the owner of this building, who's an architect, said, I have to have a high R40 wall. I'm like, R40, and you've got 8 inches for me to put my fiber in, that's R30. So it turns out the EFA system on the outside has foam on it, kind of like this, but a lower quality. And then on the interior, we're going to put a premium quality foam on the interior instead of our fabric. And then we're going to drill and fill the whole wall up with fiber. We're going to have the R value that we're required to get by code. And we're going to have continuous insulation on the outside and continuous insulation on the inside, which I've never seen or done before, but we're going to be doing this. And then it'll be just drywalled right over the insulation on the inside. You won't even know that this assembly is in there. So that's what this is for. We'll show you how it gets installed. It's going to be simply screwed on to the studs. And if we need to do some drill holes to fill behind, then those will probably be 3-inch holes. And there's a chance we'll do a lot of fill over the top of it and then put another sheet and fill over the top of that. We're not really sure exactly how we're going to do this because this will be the first time we've ever done this.
So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to kind of explain what the assemblies are, right? So we know if we look over here, this is what the wall looks like when we do the net and blow and we attach the steel studs. That's one. We're going to get into that in a minute. Let's come back over here. This right here, as you can see, it's Dupont's Styrofoam brand, square edge insulation. And you can see what your R values are per inch, right? And we've got 1 inch here. And we're attaching this over the steel studs. And we're not doing it because, oh my gosh, we're so concerned about the conductivity of this. Because over here we have Riviera bronze steel windows. These are gorgeous, but talk about conductivity, right? They are dual pane, but these are steel. So it wasn't like that's what we were really going for. What we were going for is we had to finish out getting an R40 assembly, and in order to do that, we had to add this 6.5 inch to it. So what we did is we have self-tapping screws, and we screw in the board, right? And then we're going to go to the top, and we're going to treat this like a drill and fill. So we're going to drop our hose down from up here all the way down here, and we're going to watch our gauge. We're going to bring that hose up, and we're going to fill all this up. Once we get up to there, we're going to drill 3-inch holes. We're going to use a sponge and a 2-inch hose connected to our 3-inch. We're going to put that 2-inch hose down. We're going to fill that all up. We're going to pull it out. The sponge is going to be used because all this air is going to want to come out while we're pumping this pneumatic pressured fiberglass into the assembly. So that's why we have the sponge, call it our secret weapon. So that's what this is all going to look like. This won't have the fabric that you're seeing over on the other wall. This is just going to have this foam. So going over here to this fabric, this is the fabric that we use. This is our blown-in blanket fabric. I buy kind of a little bit more firm fabric. There's different versions in the marketplace. And so what we're doing is we're attaching the fabric to the studs. And when we do this, generally, this is all wood framing. And we're using staples, and we're every single inch. So we have it all stapled in. So now we show up, and they say, oh, we want your blown-in blanket system on steel studs. So I'm like, what are we going to do here? And what we did was we came up with a solution. We put adhesive caulking bead here. We hung the fabric, we stretched it all out, and then we took our plastic blades, spatulas, and we spread it out over this. And I'm telling you, we overdid it. I mean, this is tight. This isn't moving at all. We probably could have just gone over it once, but we really wanted to make sure we had good coverage because we didn't know if this is going to work because we hadn't done it before. So, last thing is in here we have cabinetry in the kitchen, right? So cabinetry can't be set out by an inch, so we had to cut all of the rigid board foam and space it and place it in between all the studs. We're going to gun foam all that in or caulk it in so it's all nice substrate. And then we're going to drill and fill with blown in fiberglass insulation. What that means is we're going to drill a hole here, 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 all the way across. And we're going to fill that in with fiberglass insulation. And drill holes here, here, all the way across. And put insulation in there, go up top. Same thing. The whole thing will be filled with insulation, fiberglass, behind the rigid board. And so that's how we're going to deal with this substrate. Then if you look up, you can see this is the roof that we have insulated. Again, we haven't done this before. On a regular basis, we did it one time. And because we had done it that one time, we're like, let's try this again. So what we did is we used these little sheet metal self-tapping screws, right? Little sheet metal self-tapping screws. That's okay. If
It just flipped to me.
Okay, turn it around.
I'm trying.
Little screw with a little self-tapping head, right? And then that. Okay, so what I want to show you now is how we attach the foam, which I just, I showed you the little plastic pieces. Well, there's actually a metal piece too that we have, a whole bunch of these. And so what we're doing basically up on the fabric here is we're just turning it upside down so that the grippers aren't being used. We're just screwing this in. And this is holding the fabric on all of the steel studs, which give us an opportunity to rest the material on it instead of trying to hold the material in any other way. And you can see all the holes that they made in order to fill it. And even the skylight, you can see it's totally filled. So that is a lot of insulation there. And it's very comfortable in here already.
Yeah.